Alright, what's up, everybody? This is Rap Universe Podcast, episode 4. We're going to be talking about the God, Mr. Kanye West. And your name is...
Loving my
Yeah, you
wife.
guys are
Check
retarded,
out my
dude.
new mixtape. It's called The Big Day. Man, my wife really inspired me while making this mixtape, man. I love my wife a lot. I remember last week we went to go ride a bike on the beach, played some volleyball on the beach with my wife.
I felt that. I really felt
Yeah.
Alright, and who else do
Yeah.
we have here?
that. My name's
Jerry.
Bill.
Bill, okay.
I've been running this shit for like 6 whole summers.
Oh, word.
Thanks.
Yeah?
I'm
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
And then we have Reddrop.
Tarantino.
And we have Reddrop, who's not
Yeah.
talking. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the worst
And
intro
we
you
have
guys have
Reddrop.
ever done in your
Oh
life.
no! At least you didn't get mad at us.
Oh,
for
shut
drinking
up.
most this
Oh my
time.
God.
That's all that
Worst
matters.
intro you guys have
Leave
ever
the-
done.
leave
I'm
the
gonna be honest.
fucking charge. I'll kick you off. This is my channel.
This is your channel?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait,
give
why
me a
did not
different
Def
role
leave?
besides
Not Def the
clown.
retard. Okay. This is a fire intro. This is the worst intro we've ever done. Alright. So we're gonna
No,
talk
it's
about
fire. What are you talking about?
We're
We're gonna
talking
talk
about
about the
fire.
goat. We're simply just gonna talk about the goat.
Y'all
We
want
are
to talk
talking
about
about the
BoJack
goat.
Horseman?
He's up there.
Kanye
Is this
West is
about
like the
Made in
Diane
Teal?
of the rap. Kanye West is the Diane of the rap game, meaning they both
We're not
suck.
talking
Shut
about
up.
that. Shut up. Okay. We're talking about Kanye.
Talking
God
about
damn-
XXX Tentacion.
Yes. Now you figured it all out.
Lyrical.
XXX,
So-
is he dead? Yes.
So how do you guys want to begin?
Facts.
You guys want to start from the beginning?
No.
Yeah, just start the college dropout.
So we got College Dropout. How do you guys feel
Yeah.
about that album?
Well,
Very
he dropped out of
good.
college.
Yes,
Okay,
that's-
but you gotta expand on it. Just saying it's a classic.
Never been to
that's-
college, but I already dropped out.
Yeah. Why is it a
Bad.
classic though? Because like everybody's just throwing that word around loosely.
In
Why?
my
Oh, go
honest
ahead.
opinion,
Yes.
it's the greatest debut album of all time.
Okay, why?
Really?
Because everything about yes, shut the fuck up. I'm bothering.
Okay.
He can't.
I don't really know a better debut album to be honest. So
I
I
don't
kind of
either.
agree.
I
Go
agree.
There's
on.
only really a few that can be,
36
but
chambers, probably. Go ahead.
this is
No,
one of
that's way better.
this is one of the only like. There's like a few debut albums, but this is one of the only ones that can be like argued as the greatest album. This is
Why?
one of the only ones because everything about it's all around amazing. The production's great. His flows, some of the best of his career, easily.
Yes.
His actual lyrics, written by him or not, great,
No.
phenomenal.
No. I think Illmatic's a better debut album.
Eh.
We are
Illmatic,
talking
Is
about
Illmatic a debut album?
Illmatic is Nas's first album.
Is
so,
it?
yeah,
Yes,
it's
it is.
it's his first album.
I thought it was the
disagree.
second. I thought he had like something else before that. Okay.
No,
it is
it
his
was
debut album.
Illmatic.
Yeah, it's Illmatic.
Yeah, no,
think
I don't think Illmatic is better, dude. Can I say why? Can I argue?
Go ahead.
So Illmatic, I think is a classic. I love it. I enjoy that album so much, and it has such like a fucking classic feel to it. But there are some songs on there that I don't fucking want to hear. I skip
Well,
like 3 or 4
like
songs
what?
on the record.
Wait, what songs?
Like towards the end of it, like the one with
Bro,
Q-Tip,
what-
I don't really care about too much.
Okay, let-
One of the
Name
other
some
ones,
songs.
I don't remember the fucking names. I gotta look at the track list, but dead ass, like there's just songs on Illmatic, like towards the end of it, where it loses some steam for me.
Bro, I
The
bet
first
he
half is
skips fucking
perfect.
New York shit.
No,
I
that
bet he
song's,
skips New York shit.
that song's fire. No, but College Dropout, there's almost no song on it that I'm like, nah, I'm good. There's like no song on it.
I didn't like the one with
I
Jay-Z
even like
that
the
much.
stupid
I skip it
workout plan.
sometimes.
I like the stupid workout plan song.
Ironically, that song's hard.
Yeah, it's
What,
hard
the
as
one
fuck,
on-
and the beat is sick.
On a college dropout.
Yeah.
It's a fine song. It's in the bottom half of the album.
Oh, definitely. It's not
a
like
bad
my
song.
favorite
Yeah.
song.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
good.
I
Easily.
listened to it,
Yeah.
but
So in terms of flows, Darrien, I agree with you because like
No.
some of his
No.
flows on that record are absolutely insane. Like if you look at like his "Get 'Em High" flow, oh my god! Like when he starts off and he does that flow, I don't think People were rapping like that at that time. To be honest with
That
you.
song
like,
gets a high ranking for me.
Another thing that goes into like his into why it's such like a great album for him. It's extremely important. Not even just because it's a debut album. There's like songs like Through the Wire. That's a very important song to his career. Jesus Walks is very important.
Mhm.
You have Slow Jams, which was his first like number one song. It's just everything.
Yeah, his
I think
features
Jesus
were
Walks is
incredible
his
on
most
it.
important song ever.
Jesus Walks was really important, but can you explain why? Because I agree. But why?
It got him a Grammy. It got him out there. It gained
Yeah,
him
it
a
did.
lot of popularity. So I think it's his most not.
Well, wasn't it
Probably not.
also the whole controversy around religion at the time?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
if it was like if your song was talking about God, it just really wasn't getting played because I was like, 50 Cent was the biggest shit at that time, and he was a gangster rapper.
Yeah, he was just talking about the club the whole
gangster
time.
rap was big,
It was all
huge.
gangster shit. It was all bling and gangster shit.
I think that's one of my favorite things about Kanye is that he's not really a gangster rapper. He's not.
No, not at all.
He paved the way for a lot of different kinds
And
of rap as well.
he's
Yeah, and
never
I think
claimed to be a
that's
gangster
a
rapper either.
fact. I think that's an absolute fact. Like he
He
really
gives him
did
an L
pave the
because he
way
created
for.
Drake.
Think about this. He came into the game when Eminem and 50 Cent were the two biggest in the game. They are
Yes.
nothing
That's a
like Kanye West.
No, they're not even close to like
That was a
Kanye West.
sad
Not even like
time.
saying that in a way like that. They don't sound like him at all.
No.
And like I think the Through the Wire, yeah, I think that's a for what it is. For what it is, it's the most legendary, like one of the most legendary hip hop songs. Like just
I don't
based on
think
the
neither.
Just in general?
in general,
Well,
Through the Wire is
general.
absolutely legendary in like every way.
everything
What other
about it.
rapper can say they've done that?
Spitting fire through the wire.
The thing is,
Yeah.
everything about that song, like that sample, is legendary.
It is.
The actually rapping through his wired fucking shut jaw, legendary.
That's insane.
Everything
Yeah, it's
about it.
legendary.
And it wasn't like he was just saying like he was just rapping. He was saying shit.
Yeah, I think pretty much he hits the mark on like every single checkbox on that record. Like features, production, storytelling, especially on Last Call. That story is amazing. The way he tells that, like with the beat and everything, he does it so well. It's wonderful. And he
think
explains like how he got like the whole thing with Jay-Z and everything, and how he said like mayonnaise color bends, I push miracle whips, and that's like the song. That's like the bar that Jay-Z heard. That was just like, holy fuck, dude, this kid's nuts. Like the way that he explained that, though, like it's so the way he tells that story on Last Call. Last Call is such a good album closer, in my opinion. And I don't think
it is a good
I
way
don't
to
think
end it.
at that time were other albums ending that way. Like, did other albums do like shit like that?
Just like talking at the end, kind of.
Yeah,
Like that.
like just summarizing like the story of your come up, like completely.
I can't think of one.
I know
the-
things afterwards happen like
The
that.
other
but
one that's like
what's that
the
one
other
at
one that's
first?
closest, like the other one around that, like I can think of like Forest Hills Drive, but that was like 2014.
That was way later. Yeah.
Forest Hill
I can't
Drive
think
is
of any.
overrated.
Okay, chill. That's for another fucking.
Yeah, let's not go
Oh,
there.
I'll do
Let's-
a whole fucking podcast on J. Cole and Eminem if you guys
We
want.
we
I'll
can
just
talk.
rip
We
them in
can
half.
talk about Cole and Eminem,
Later.
Yeah, we can do that another
but
time.
not today. We're not trying to argue
Yeah.
today. We're trying to.
We're not
chill.
trying to
Okay.
sully Kanye's name with them, okay?
Sully
let's
Kanye's name.
so let's fucking talk. So we got College Dropout, right? I would say
All right,
that
there's
let's rate it.
there's
Let's
other
rate
people
it down
here.
the board real quick.
We're not the. Write it down. Like just go down
That's
the track list.
that's a 10 for me.
College Dropout.
I'll rate the
No,
album.
like
okay.
you just rate the album. That's a 10.
Okay.
It's a 9.
I think
It's not even his best
9.5.
album.
It's a
9.5 is fair. Maybe 9.5.
Maybe I'd
Although,
say in between a 9.5 and a 10. I'd say like a 9.7 or something like that.
Okay, so
I'll
it's
say
like
this.
near perfect. It's near perfect,
Yeah,
but
near
you can't. Why?
perfect.
So why can't you give it that perfect score?
First,
What
I
is
will
it?
say this. I actually
lyric-
Okay, wait.
well, I
I'll let
mean,
you go first. No, let you go first.
oh, man, you're talking about earlier. It's just lyrically wise, it wasn't anything amazing. I don't think it has to be, but like to get a perfect 10, you got to be like great in every category.
And so, what albums can we think of that's a perfect 10?
T-Pab.
Yeah.
Illmatic's
Okay.
one.
Dark
T-Pab
Pab.
is
No, Illmatic's not a 10.
Really?
It's not.
I actually,
It's not.
I was actually going to
Wow.
comment on this. I actually changed what I said about College Dropout being the greatest debut album. I think it is Illmatic, actually. I think it is a 10.
Why?
Man,
I-
it paved
I
the
think-
way for
I think literally every song on there is great, and like without, and some maybe some people here don't realize it, but that album is extremely important, like influential.
It
There's
is.
like
Oh yeah.
even like some
So
of,
is
like,
the College Dropout though.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Illmatic's
no
on a
doubt.
different level.
Like there's like if I go look at the track list right now, 1 second, I gotta look at the name of the song, but in one of Jay-Z's like first big songs, he sampled one of them, and that's what
Yeah,
Yeah, he
fucking-
sampled a line from it and made it to a song. That was in like
Yeah.
one of the line. That was a line in
sampled
one of
Dead
the diss
President.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole
Yeah, I get
album
that.
is insane. That whole
Production-
album is the best.
The production is arguably the best of Nas's career. It's got there's only like a few albums that he has that like compete with it production. That production's fucking awesome on that album.
yeah.
That
I think
one
it's true.
album.
Back to Ye. Back to Ye.
Oh, good.
Back to
Yeah.
yeah. But College Dropout for me, it's pretty much near perfect album. I absolutely adore it.
Oh, it
And
is
I
near
think
perfect.
it's,
Love it.
it never gets old for me. It never sounds dated. It always
Yeah.
sounds like so fucking good.
Don't get an
so-
argument out of me.
yeah, no. So like College Dropout, really fucking incredible way to start off a goddamn career, in my opinion.
Phenomenal way. Perfect.
Yeah. And so then we go to Late Registration, right? The second one
Love
of
that
Kanye's
album.
discography.
My favorite Kanye album.
Back
So
to
we're
back
gonna get to that.
classics.
We're gonna get to why it's your favorite because I'm curious. For me, it's amazing, but there's some songs on it that I like to skip because it just
Well, there's like
doesn't
2
do
songs.
it for me.
That's what
You don't
There's
like
two
Drive
songs for
Slow.
me.
That's an L.
There's 2 songs for me that I don't like.
Wait, actually,
For
name them. Name them.
I don't like Drive Slow, and
Oh my
I
God.
don't like Addiction. I don't like
Which
those
You don't like
tracks.
Drive Slow though?
Drive
Not
Slow
really.
is
The
a
fucking horn. The
slapper.
horn is just annoying.
Drive Slow is hard.
It's a
That
sample from a Tupac song.
No,
I don't-
Addiction is good too.
I hate
Yeah.
Addiction. I think that sounds bad.
It's okay. It's not
What
bad.
It's alright.
makes me feel so good. No, that's just bad.
He's
Um,
having a good time.
You're
He's
good
living
no,
his
at
that
best.
one's a bad song. So I fucking hate that song. Drive Slow.
Fucking
Not it.
dumb, dude.
That's not it.
Okay, what about
So
So
Late?
Drive
boring. It
Slow-
puts me to bed.
Drive Slow's
Late
not
does not get
good.
What?
Late does not get enough love. Every
Late's
single
kind of
change.
whatever.
No, it changes 6 different times and gives 6 different moods. That's insane. I
What
can't
are
think
you
of any other.
talking about? What? It's
Late?
the same
Late.
mood the whole time. You fucking clown.
I might be thinking of a different song. I
You
think it's
might
Late.
be. I don't think
I
it's
might-
Late. Are you thinking of
One of
Gone?
the-
'Cause Gone does that.
It's Gone. My bad. I got him.
Gone is fire.
Gone.
Yeah.
It's Gone. Late's so
Gone
good.
is so good. Gone has that section where like the strings play and then
Oh
he
yeah,
starts
with
his verse
yeah,
and
It's like 6
absolute
different
flames.
moods. It's
Yeah,
insane.
there's a bunch of moods in that song. That song's awesome.
Oh,
Gone is
can we-
fire. Touch the Sky is one of my favorites. Diamonds from Sierra Leone. We
Crack
Majored.
music.
Crack music's good.
We made
Fucking
hard.
Roses
Rose-
is amazing. Bring
Roses.
It Down.
Hey
is
Mama.
Oh my
Mama's
god.
alright.
Hey
Yeah.
Mama's
Hey
wonderful
Mama.
and really important to a lot of people.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Mom
really
is
touching.
amazing. Love it.
It is touching. It's a touching song. It really is. I love Late Registration, but I think in terms when I
You know-
compare it, let's say to like his later stuff, for me personally, it's just a personal thing. I know it's a great album, but for me personally, it's an 8, honestly.
Okay,
Oh,
I
it's
thought if
fine.
you were about to say
Eight-
a 7, I'd fight you.
It's fine.
That's an 8. It's
I'd
not. It's
say
not as
8.5.
good as College
So I
Dropout to
can't
me.
be like, oh, 8. You're
I like
I-
it more
I-
than College Dropout.
I like College Dropout more, but I still get.
You're gonna
very-
hate my graduation
that.
score, but we're gonna.
I'm gonna fight you about it.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
I know.
clear the headset.
I would
I'll get
probably-
some smoke for that.
And slap
I-
shitty.
You're gonna fucking hate my graduation.
Okay, what
score.
is
Oh,
it?
I will.
We're not talking about it yet. Are we done with Late Registration? Do you guys want to add it?
I thought we were okay.
You
I
want to
mean,
talk
I
about
guess.
Lupe's verse on "Touch the Sky" real quick? Do you think it's good?
Legendary. Simply legendary.
It's a really good verse. That's what I'll say. He's still mid, but it's a good verse. Anyway,
Fuck off.
anyway,
It's not mid.
let's talk about the next album in Kanye's discography.
The
got-
best Kanye album?
Graduation.
We got Graduation, which in my opinion,
Say something.
a fucking 10.
Oh,
I'm okay with that. I had the limited edition
Mike,
record.
are you serious?
Mike,
Are you serious?
Mike
No
drop.
way.
Oh.
Mic drop.
It is
Everyone
It's
the
a
shut the fuck up.
fucking 10.
Everyone, shut
It's
the
a
fuck up. Wait,
10.
are you serious?
It's a 10. Bruh.
Even with Drunken Heart Girls,
Oh,
that
bro,
Yeah,
makes
I
you're
don't
me
give
not.
a
high.
fuck. I don't
I
care.
give it.
Even with
I don't
I
care.
wonder.
I love that song. You
I
retarded.
wonder.
I'm one of
Congratulations.
I
Love
wonders.
that
I
song.
wonder is annoying.
Are you serious? What's
Yeah.
No,
his
you're gonna sit there
flow
and say
in
I
Wonder
wonder, but you
is
like
not
Bruh,
songs.
it's
good.
so good.
I do not like its flow, and I wonder where he keeps stopping and starting.
That
It's
thing
so
where he does the
fucking.
is da da.
Yeah,
da.
it's annoying. It sounds
It's
bad.
cool.
Sounds
I
wicked good.
Beat.
I wonder
It
is great.
sounds so good.
If that wasn't in the
Okay.
song, it'd be a really good song. But
To be
No,
honest,
dude, I Wonder
I
is
thought
incredible.
I thought you were gonna piss me off badly. I
No,
thought you were gonna be like,
I'm giving that album a 10. That's
7.
one of his
It's
10s.
it's a 6.
No, that's one of his
no,
10s.
it's definitely.
Graduation's an 8. I love
No,
it.
it's a
I
10.
give
It's
it
a 10.
a
It's an
9.
8.
I
Yeah.
think
On
I
a
say
good
it's a
day.
9.5.
Fucking 10.
I say it's a
Bruh,
9.5.
can we talk about it real quick? Hold on. So we got Good Morning.
Yeah.
Let's talk-
Great intro. It's a great intro. Good Morning's fucking
Amazing
amazing.
intro.
Then you got Champion, which is, oh my god, it's so uplifting. It makes me feel
Yeah.
so good.
How can you
Oh,
not
the
I
love
Look
hear
at
that
the
first
lyrics.
synth pattern, and then he starts spitting. It's fire. Song's absolutely fire. Absolutely amazing. The sampling is just insane. Then you get the obviously overplayed Stronger, but it's still fire.
It's still amazing.
It's still
Yeah,
amazing. It's
Stronger's
still
overrated.
wicked good. It's overrated, but it's overhated.
It's
well.
overrated and overhated.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I agree with that. I Wonder is so touching for me. I
I
love the
wonder is
sentiment.
great.
I
Fuck
love
what
the
these kids want to
sentiment
say.
behind the song. I can see how you don't like the flow, I guess, but I think that song's amazing.
The actual like song.
Good Life. Good Life.
Mm.
You
Good
ever,
Life,
if you're
it's
ever
such a
feeling upset
uplifting
about
song,
your day,
like,
put that
Hendrix.
fucking
Just makes
song
you
on.
instantly
You'll
Have
be
you
so
ever heard
happy.
Hendrix? Have you ever heard the special edition songs? Have you ever heard them?
Oh, the added ones after.
Yeah, I'm
What
looking
are
at
you
the back
talking
of the
about?
rec. I'm looking on the back of the record. There's like 5 extra songs that you probably have not heard.
I never heard of them. Yeah.
I don't
I could
even
pro-
know what you're talking about.
There's 5 extra songs
On
the special.
Graduation?
Yeah, on the
Graduation's
special
supposed to be
edition
on it.
record. I'm
I've
looking at the
never
back
heard
of it.
them.
You want me to name them off?
Oh god, it's gonna be a joke. Go on.
No, I'm not. There's one
No,
called
he's
Good Night.
no, he's honest.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
I'm
being
not
dead
gonna lie
ass.
about this.
What do you got?
There's one called Good Night, featuring L.E. Back and Mos Def. A stronger
Mos
remix.
Def?
Yeah, Mos Def. Yeah, I'm not good at
Okay.
pronouncing names. There's 2 stronger remixes. One called Bittersweet Poetry and Can't Tell Me Nothing, featuring Young Jeezy.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple remixes. I've not even heard
Wow.
them yet.
I haven't heard any of that. Okay.
I'll play it.
Well, that
on
might bring
VC.
it up to a 10.5. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No,
Okay.
I'll
So
play them on record one day. In
when we're
VC.
talking,
Good Life?
when we're talking about
Okay.
fucking
Good Life is
Good
so
Life,
fucking happy.
God, it's so happy. It's got
It's-
such a good feel to it. It's
After his
such an
first career.
uplifting record, dude. It really
And
is.
then
It
his
feels
mom
It
so
died.
really is.
good.
No,
It feels so
if you
good
don't like
listening to it.
if you don't like Good Life, go listen to 17. To be honest, just go
Facts.
get
Yeah,
yourself a
facts.
No,
Yeah,
honestly,
if you don't
facts.
like
And
Good
then
Life, you're an Eminem
after
fan.
after Good Life, it goes to Can't Tell Me Nothing. Jesus Christ, that just
Amazing.
slaps. That just
Nah,
slaps.
Everything.
nah.
Yeah, the bar.
The
What?
beat is sick. Everything about it is sick. His
If
attitude on it
Kanye
is
gets
sick.
the raspy voice, you know it's gonna be a slapper.
It's
Yeah.
always what it
hit-
is. Yeah.
I thought someone hit "Can't Tell Me Nothing" with a nah. I thought it was about to be over for you.
Nah, I was just
No,
in the
dude,
like
that
keep
shit
in the song.
slaps. And then Barry Bonds, personally, I absolutely adore
Okay.
that.
I like
Slap.
everything about it. Oh wait, I like everything
I
about it
don't even
except
mind
for
Wayne's
Wayne.
verse. I don't mind his verse. Why am I the only one that doesn't hate that verse?
Barry Bonds
Well, you
is
suck
not.
him off. You overrate
Yeah,
him,
that's it.
why.
I find Wayne's voice to be annoying on that song.
W.
Barry Bonds is.
It is.
Everything about Barry Bonds is good except for Wayne.
I don't know.
Facts.
I guess I could see that. I still don't even mind his verse, but the beat on that song, I can't even process how he made that beat because there's
Ye
like
was good on that song too.
There's a Ye
Oh,
destroys.
you mean
that
when it
song.
hits the hook after the?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucking hard.
How does he make the beat the way that it like switches into the
It
the
sounds like
main
some shit
part
you
of the
hear at
verse?
like a ballpark.
It's crazy the way he made
Yeah,
it.
because it's named after
I
a
hear it
baseball
every time
player.
and I'm like, bro, I don't know how to make that.
No
That's insane.
shit.
I mean,
Like I know music like in rhythm and shit, and I don't know what he like did for that. To put it in simple terms, it's in a different time signature. So that beat is not in your standard 4 beats per measure kind of deal. It's like fucking advanced and it sounds really hard to kind of pinpoint like what he did.
Oh.
So that shit's just almost, it's either a fluke and he just fucking pulled that out of his ass, or he really thought about it that way and was like, I want to make this shit like not simple, because it's not simple at all when you break that beat
No.
down. I would love
a
to
great
see if
beat.
someone could recreate that beat.
Well,
to
he's
be
been
honest.
making beats for like 10
I
summers.
would love
Not
to
out
see
10
if
summers,
somebody
10
was
years
able
ago.
to make it again, because that shit's hard as fuck to figure out. But yeah, that song's absolute flames. Then we got Drunken Hot Girls, which is not good.
Oh,
Most
Okay.
Def is decent on it, but I
Let me
don't
say
like
this
the
though.
song.
No, okay. Most Def was fucking great on that. I don't care. Most Def was
Mm.
amazing.
Most Def is good on it,
He's
but
good.
goddamn it, I hate that
It's
fucking
alright.
song.
I
Only
Yeah,
I
song I
don't.
do not like on it.
Nope.
The beats just kind of like.
It's the only one. Yeah, the beat's
But
whatever.
like, I also like
The
think
hook
back.
is like
It's
the
like,
worst thing ever.
what about
Yeah,
when
the
the
hook
beat
is
like?
garbage.
What about when the album dropped? How did that beat sound then?
I don't know.
Still
Maybe it
sounded
had
trash
some
back then.
different kind of sentiment to it.
it sounded
It
the
might be
exact
better, but
same.
I don't
No,
know.
but okay. How does this? No, let me ask this. How does it sound the exact same, but it aged bad? That
I'm not sure,
you're
because the
fighting.
rest of the record did not
Your
age
own
bad.
argument. You are fighting your own argument when you say it sounded the same, but it aged bad.
Oh, I just don't
Uh-huh.
like the song. I never liked it back then either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like the beat, and I don't like the hook at all.
These
That's my
drunken
argument for it. I
girls.
don't like the fucking beat at all. So that one's
Oh,
just
the
like
hook
a
is phenomenal.
that's just not it.
You can't
It's
say
just
you can't
mid.
say the album's a 10 with that song
It's a
on
10.
it.
I don't care. I don't give
It's a
a fuck.
9.5.
It's a
Boo.
10, because I don't care that fucking song is on there. It doesn't matter, because the amount of replay I've had with that album, it's a 10. It doesn't matter. I've heard that so many fucking times, and I always want to go back to it.
W.
Graduation
W.
is a classic to me, and I always go to it
It is a
all
classic.
the
W.
Easy.
time.
Oh,
It's like one
definitely.
of my
Except for
main albums I always go to. It's insane. No, it's insane. Like how he has 3 albums that do that for me, which I will
it's
get
it's-
to.
the best album of
Yeah.
Which I will get to.
2007.
I
I can't think
absolutely
of any
adore it.
other albums
I love
from
It's
Graduation
second
2007
so
I
in
go
much.
back to.
discography. It ranks
Graduation,
second for me.
I think I like more than College Dropout. I'm gonna be honest.
I do.
Because we're not even through the
definitely
track
like it
list
more.
yet. Because we got after the shitty Drunken Hot Girls, you got Everything I Am. No, you got Flashing
No,
Lights.
you got Flashing Lights.
Flashing Lights is
Lights.
elite.
Oh, you listen to
That
that
beat
all the time. You
is so
can't even
great.
remember it.
You get Flashing Lights, dude.
The instrumental to that's like, it's amazing.
It is
The
amazing.
instrumental
Yeah.
Flashing Lights is special to me.
The instrumental to
what-
that one, I feel like was ahead of its time, honestly.
It
Yeah.
is.
Because
No,
that beat is so good.
Flashing
And
Lights is amazing.
what's after Flashing Lights? We got Everything I Am,
Everything
right?
I am.
That's Everything I Am.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, that song is so
DJ
gorgeous.
Premier.
Yeah, DJ
Primo
Premier
fucking
killed that
bodied
fucking
that
beat.
beat.
He really did, though. That beat is so incredible with all the
And then
records.
that
God,
and the actual rapping on that, the bars.
oh, the bars are insane. The bars are so good on that track.
That's,
The bars
that's,
and like
on that
what
song. That's some of the
subject
best
matter
rapping
is.
he has done.
Yeah, and like his subject matter is incredible on that one. Where he talks about
Yeah.
Chicago caskets and everything, and just like serious, real shit that's just fucked up. And he's not even being extra about it. He's just like, yeah, it's fucked up. Like
No,
this shit.
he's not even like. He's not like. There's some rappers who would like talk about it in like a glorifying
They would preach
way.
about it. Yeah, they would preach about it. He is not even doing that. He's like
Like the
killing some
they,
whack
like-
shit because it is.
There's some rappers that would like flex that they're from the city with that catches
Yep.
the most fucking bodies.
Yep. No, he's not even doing that. He's like just like, oh, just by the way, this shit's really fucked up. Like,
He's keeping
By
it
the
real.
way,
He's telling you what's actually happening. He's not like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm from here.
no, he's
I
not
lived in
doing that.
this.
Yep.
that was a
It comes
big
off really
contrast with
corny
another
and just
big
comes
album
off as
coming out.
like it comes off as like big dick energy, which it doesn't like at all with him. It's like actually sick.
Everything
But,
Kanye says comes off with that kind of energy. You know good and well. He's got a.
Oh no, I know.
He's got shesh meat, man. You
I
know
can't
good
even
well.
deal with what he just said.
He's
What's
got
after
that
Everything I Am?
shesh meat.
Everything I Am. Is it Homecoming next?
The Glory.
What?
Is it The Glory or Homecoming next? I can't
I'm
remember.
looking at the
Glory.
track list right now. The Glory.
I'm looking at the back
Glory.
of the record. For you now.
So The Glory single-handedly makes that album. Because
The
I
Glory's
don't think I've
great.
ever heard a goddamn fucking like chopped up soul beat that was that soulful before. And holy shit, he fucking annihilates that track. Like
That
every
beat-
single
that
fucking
sample's
bar
great.
is fire. Every line is fire. Every single like the way he delivers every single flow on that one. It's amazing. I love The Glory. The Glory is one of those tracks that makes you feel like you're Kanye. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the songs that just you hear that and you're like, yeah, this is what he means by like my music makes you feel like me. This is what he means. And that's why that album has so many moments like that where I just feel like I am getting what he was trying to, come across with the album. And that doesn't happen a lot. That's a rare kind of like magical moment that you get from the consumer to the artist. It doesn't happen. And with Graduation, it happens almost the entire fucking album. So because of that, I have to give it a 10. Because I don't think that will
I
ever,
respect it.
because it's been that way with me since I heard it. So
There's two more
years
tracks though.
I'm
So
gonna
let's
throw
really-
Graduation on it and it's gonna kill me. That's what it does every
I
time.
love Graduation. I love every song on it. It's a strong 0.
Okay. No, but the last two, Homecoming with Chris Martin. Oh my god, that song's amazing. His storytelling.
That the
So
production
good.
is some of the best production Kanye's done. In my opinion, some of his best production.
What on the album
And-
or Homecoming?
Homecoming.
Oh yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
And the hook. Holy shit.
The hook is so
Yeah,
good.
Chris Martin, great on that.
Yeah, Chris Martin's a great artist. I love Coldplay, but we'll talk about that another
Yeah.
time in a different podcast. We'll talk about other
You
music,
guys
but
can. Fuck you mean. You guys can.
yeah, no, right?
I'm not
but
talking about Coldplay with you. But
you're a clown. Anyway, fucking that song's fire. Homecoming's incredible, and then you end the album Big Brother.
oh,
which-
Big
oh,
Brother.
That's not the
that song
ending
sounds like a fucking anthemic stadium closer. Like that's what it sounds like. And the
It's-
beat is
Yeah,
fire.
that's what I
His
love about it.
storytelling about him and Jay is amazing. It's so good. It's such a good ender.
Big Brother's good, but it's not the closing track.
What do you mean?
It is on the regular
it's the-
version.
No.
On iTunes back in the day, the closing track was Good Night.
Oh,
Y'all
that's
ain't real
weird. I
That's a
didn't know
bonus.
that.
Yeah, Good Night. Good Night's not as good of a song, but it's still good.
Okay, I haven't heard it, so I can't even speak on
That's
that.
just
to
the
be
bonus
honest.
track.
It's
Shit.
Yeah, there's a
Well-
lot you haven't heard.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you guys want to add anything to Graduation as the fact of me sucking it off? 10 minutes.
Just a very feel good album. If it doesn't
Yeah.
put you in a good mood, you have something wrong with you.
I kind of
it's-
agree with you.
I
I
don't
feel
like
like
that.
if it doesn't put you in a good mood, then you separating the artist between the art. I think you're having a
If
problem
it doesn't put you in a good mood,
with the
you
fact that
probably
it's
listen to NF.
I think either that or I think you really, as a listener, have a problem with Kanye as a person, and you're not
As
separating.
a
it.
person, yes. That's what
I think
a lot of
that's
people do
why
that.
somebody
A lot of
wouldn't
people do
enjoy
that.
it, to be honest.
A
I
lot of
like
people do that with
I
all
like
of
the
his
bear.
Yeah,
Bear.
the bear, the
bear-
album cover is great. I love it. It makes me feel like
It's one of the
music.
best album covers.
I love that
I
cover.
like
It's
it.
so good. So let's talk
Probably
about
Kanye's best album cover.
the next album that everybody was really, really like waiting to see what he was gonna do next after the three album trilogy.
Uh-huh.
That
Three
like kind of
classics.
next.
3 classics back to
Three
back to
classics
back.
back to back. You can't even argue that really. I'm not gonna say late classic. It kind of is, to be honest.
It was
Like
meant
I
to
think
be
that's
like
a
the
fair
first
thing to
one.
say.
He was gonna make another album. It was going to be like Late Registration, but then his mom died, and we got 808.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that's true. So
That's not all that happened though. That's not all that happened. Him and his fiance split too.
him and his
oh, yeah.
fiance split, and his mom died. So a lot of
Mom's a
shit.
little bit
all
bigger
within a year of each other. All within a year of each.
Yeah, so like a ton of
That's
shit
fucked.
happened with him. So like I get that, but I don't know. I think people
you
were
guys-
expecting him to
I hope
be.
you don't like talk bad
What?
about 808s. I hope you don't talk bad about 808s.
You just wait. We're gonna be
808 is
talking
better than
808s and
Graduation.
Heartbreak. We're gonna be talking
No.
about 808s
I
and
agree.
Heartbreak.
Yeah.
No.
No.
It's
it is.
better.
Red
No.
Drop.
Really
Why
well.
has Red Drop not said anything? Anyway,
Only
because he
comes
doesn't
out
like
good, sorry.
Graduation. That's why
Busted.
he doesn't like it. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about 808s and Heartbreak. So 808s and Heartbreak, you could argue is one of the most influential hip hop
Oh
albums
yeah.
ever made.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
If not the.
All the
If
modern
not the-
artists,
Definitely our generation.
You got your
Definitely the
Drake-
most.
Juice World, The Weeknd, all influenced by 808s.
Yeah,
with
pretty
Group
much
Flow,
like
the album.
I know it's like kind of like a meme to say like, oh, like there wouldn't be Drake without 808s, but like it's kind of true.
Well, he
It
wouldn't.
is.
It's kind of true because like he just wouldn't be as big.
He wouldn't be as big. No, he wouldn't be. Like there's definitely
I'm
something to
sure-
be said about
I'm
that.
sure he'd
you
still
know?
have a career. Like he'd still be successful,
Yeah, he would.
but I don't think it'd be the same.
No, I don't think it would be the same either.
No, he wouldn't be the same at all. He'd be completely different.
I think it'd be completely different. But let's talk about the track. So we got "Say You Will" as an intro. When you compare that, right? Let's talk about this real quick. Like with college dropout, late registration, and graduation, it's still Kanye. Like you still know, it's still like his sound. It's still genuinely like generally like the same kind of sounding like kind of beats and instrumentals. "Say You Will" sounds absolutely nothing like anything he's done before that. Nothing. Like it's so dark. That song is so dark. That song is super dark. It has like this atmosphere to it that like you do not get on the college dropout, late registration, or graduation at all. So you're in like immediately you know you're in a different kind of realm with him. Like you know something's different. The thing about 808s I think that's so cool is that it really feels like an evolution. It doesn't feel like he's just, giving us graduation 2 or late registration 2 or college dropout 2. Instead, he's like, nope, we're going somewhere else. We're going somewhere else. Completely fucking
Yeah.
different. And it really feels that way. I get why some people don't like the album because it's not like there's bars all over it. That's not what it is. You're not going
No,
to
I
that.
think the people who like only like rap music
Yeah,
are not gonna like
exactly. You have to appreciate music in,
as a
different
whole.
forms, different ways, and
Just like
as a whole.
like actually appreciate
It
music, not just like
Exactly. And
rap music.
there's
it
not a
took
lot of
me
people like there's some people who don't like that kind of music with autotune and shit and singing. Like there's some people that just don't like that. Just doesn't do it for them. So 808s is like their worst nightmare for Kanye album. You know?
it took
Um
me like a year to get into 808 because
it
I
took
was
me a
on
little
like
bit. It took me a little bit. It wasn't immediate, I'll be honest.
no, I was weird. I was an old head. Still kind of am,
I
but
I might have agreed, but like I also heard "Heartless" and "Amazing" as a kid, and it was just fucking awesome. So
I never
mean,
see
Yeah, I like those
I
songs.
never heard them growing up.
oh, I
I
did.
never heard them. I missed it. So
I
I
can
listened
remember.
to 808s later on in life.
I can remember
And
this. It's like sitting in the back of the car, coming home from a party at 8 o'clock, looking at the street lights. 808's Heartbreak comes on. Heartless. Good times. Wish I could go back. Right now, I want to die.
absolutely. The like "Say You Will" is such a great opener for me. Like
Yeah.
it's such a fucking dark, like atmospheric opener. Like
It
I feel
definitely
like if you're driving at night and you put that song on, it's wild.
it definitely works as an opening for the album. It's good introductory.
It really does. It
Hmm.
introduces you so well into like what you're about to get into. And then "Welcome to Heartbreak" is so incredible with Kid
Yeah.
Cudi.
Well,
That song's iconic. Like
isn't that what
that
introduced
shit is
people to
just
Cardi?
so
Too?
good.
Isn't that what
Yeah,
introduced people to Cardi?
I think so.
Yeah.
He wasn't on any of the other albums before.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
That
We
was
just
his
went down
first
the fucking
Cudi collab,
checklist.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's
That's
one
so
song on
crazy.
the album. I can't remember what it's called. Instead of using the actual studio version, he uses a live version on the
Oh,
album.
Pinocchio
Called
story.
Pinocchio
Yeah,
Story.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was such a good change. It's oh my god, it's
Yeah, I'm not
the
insane.
sure
song
why
is great.
he used the
Too. The
studio
actual
version
like
of it.
You
the
could
actual song
tell,
is great.
even with the crowd of people cheering in the background, you could tell he's alone,
No,
which
it's
is
it's
weird.
a good song.
Yeah,
But what's the next song after Heartbreak? Is it Heartless?
yeah,
Yeah, that's Heartless. Yeah.
Heartless is a good song. That's
it's
a
a
that's a
banger.
as
Heartless
well.
is a
Oh, they
banger.
do. Wait, what is
Banger.
It's a banger and it's also just kind of iconic, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
this? It is iconic. It's not kind of iconic.
It's
Was that
iconic.
No, it wasn't. I would say "Love Lockdown" was the biggest song off the album, right?
I did
no,
not like Love Lockdown that much.
Wait, no. Well,
I love that song.
I'm not
no,
saying it's the best. I'm saying it was the most popular.
I'm pretty sure
no.
it's
Well,
Heartless.
are we looking at peak
Heart-
in general? Because even like
Heartless is probably it.
Really?
Heartless peaked
Okay.
higher. Heartless peaked at 2, and Love Lockdown peaked at 3.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
not wait? Do you not like Love Lockdown?
No, I like
I
it.
don't
That song's
like it.
hard.
I don't
I
like
like
it that much.
I like that song a lot.
Fucking
I think-
that the instrumental at the end, it's fucking amazing.
Well, I think that the fact that he put his own spin on a blues progression is wicked cool. Because it's a blues song. It's literally a blues song on piano. That's what it is. And he's
It's
doing
my
like
least
his own
favorite on
hip-hop,
that.
like interpretation of it. And it sounds fucking good. And yeah, no, it's impressive how he put that together and made it sound. I
Wait,
think
let's
that.
not. We started talking about
What?
Red Lockdown though. Let's not skip over Amazing though.
Oh yeah, we skipped Amazing, didn't we?
Amazing is fire with Jeezy.
Oh yeah, amazing. Yeah. No, that Jeezy verse, it's like grating in a good way. It's hard.
It is. It's really weird.
That's what Jeezy is. Jeezy is great
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah.
Well, the
that's-
song "Amazing" is really strange. Like, I don't want to use the word "amazing." It kind of is, but it's
No, it
it's
definitely
The
is.
really
song "Amazing" by
odd song.
Kanye West and Jeezy is amazing.
It's
It's one of
really
my favorite songs off the
strange.
album. Yeah.
It's great.
It's a really strange song. Like the whole like everything about it. The melody's weird. Like it's just a strangely put together song. Every time
The
I
only
hear it,
thing the only thing I could have against it is it doesn't like fit the album like completely because it's like more rapping. But
it
other
is
than
more
that,
rapping.
it's a great song.
Yeah, I think it's a good song. And then what do we have after that? Is it Paranoid?
That's Love Lockdown, but yeah, Paranoid now. Paranoid.
Paranoid's a great song. I think Paranoid's so fucking. Personally,
Paranoid's awesome.
I love this. I love the melody and the progression and the beat, and Kanye does really good on it. I feel like this is really a cool album for Kanye because he finally doesn't really he gets to focus more on production and feeling and less on bars, and that really showed.
The song Paranoid, like especially, is that song like the people like who only listen to rap music. That's the song like they like the least.
Yeah, that's absolute facts.
That has the most pops, like the most pop
Yeah,
sound
it's
on the
very
album to me.
poppy kind of. Yeah, I kind of
But
agree.
it's a
with
great
that.
song. Sounds
It
like
is
a
a
good
really
pop
good
song.
It's really good, but I agree that it's kind of more poppy. Uh,
The feature Mr.
I'm
Hudson
okay.
was fucking fire on it.
the which one?
The feature Mr. Hudson was fire on it.
Really?
He was really good on that. On
Yeah.
Paranoid, yeah, he was sick.
Pop
What
rap
was I saying?
slaps if it's done right. Pop rap slaps.
Pop rap does slap if it's done right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Drake
I
did it good at
think
the beginning. 808s is good. Igor slaps. Pop rap's good.
I
Okay,
agree.
don't say at the
Yeah.
beginning for Drake, because Drake's first two projects are dookie.
Oh, you don't like
Yo,
so?
and I,
So Far Gone's
I
pretty
listened.
good.
I listened to his discography last
Yeah.
week. So Far Gone had me sleepy. Maybe it was because I listened to Scorpion right before,
That
but
might
it
be why.
had me fucking
Probably.
sleepy.
I think some tracks on So Far Gone are still good, but I get that.
If
There
you're
was
reading
some
this,
like,
Nothing was the
best I
same
ever
as
had.
reading this are the best, but that's my opinion. We're not talking about Drake though. We're talking about
Yeah, fuck Drake.
And we got
Anyway.
for the track list of 808s. Where were we at? We were at Paranoid. So what's
We just did Paranoid, RoboCop. I
RoboCop
actually
is
like RoboCop.
interesting.
Some people don't
Oh,
like RoboCop.
I'll point
I don't like
something out
Like,
that's really funny about RoboCop.
Eh.
Next time you listen to RoboCop, you guys know Frozen?
yeah.
It's literally the
yeah.
exact melody as Let It Go.
Dang it, you ruined RoboCop for me. Thanks.
Like it's the
Oh.
exact same.
You might have just made it harder because Let It Go's a slap.
Let It
That
Go.
movie's so,
Let It Go
that
kind of
movie's
does
so
classic.
slap in a way.
Let It Go gets
That
me
movie
in
is
my
so overrated though.
Let
So
It Go is
overrated.
a certified hood.
What, the movie Frozen? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the movie, it's so overrated.
Let him know, Emmett. Hit him with it.
Yeah, hit it. Let me know. What do you got for me?
Frozen, one of the worst Disney princess movies. Facts.
Oh, one
I
of the
guess you could
worst.
say that.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
yeah,
bad.
it
It's
really is.
boring. It's
I like
Oh,
the
yeah, it's
aesthetic
boring,
of
though.
Frozen more than the actual.
Very
Frozen
mid.
clearly appeals to like really little kids, but like I mean,
Facts.
you can make something
Oh,
good that appeals to
True
little
love's
kids
my
too.
sister.
So
Screw that. I wish she would have
Well, I
died.
mean,
Stabbed in the heart with an ice pick, you know?
oh, oh,
dub.
But so RoboCop literally is the exact same melody. So next time you hear that,
I like the beat
listen
a lot
to
in
it.
RoboCop.
I do
The
too,
beat's
but
nice.
it literally is Let It Go, which
Hey,
you could
hey.
argue Let It Go stole it from Kanye then for it.
Well, I mean,
But
yeah, you'd be wrong if you're
You
like, yeah,
could.
Kanye copied Let It Go.
yeah, that's completely wrong. Yeah. But anyway, so RoboCop's a good track. I like the track. I like how uplifting it is. It gives you a very uplifting vibe.
Mhm.
What's after RoboCop?
Streetlights.
Oh,
Streetlights is awesome.
Streetlights is fucking one of the best he's ever
Yes.
made.
Streetlights is great.
It's good.
I fucking love that song. There have been covers of that song. Like that song is extremely influential. There have been so many covers of Streetlights, like
that
different
song,
genres of
that-
music.
like,
Like people love it.
album alone, that song is important.
Yes. That song is super.
Sound-
Streetlights is well fucking made. I love that track. Everything about it. That's actually probably my favorite on the album, if I'm being honest. I think Streetlights is my favorite. But like in terms of influence, that song just like definitely holds the crown for the album. What's after Streetlights? See You in My Nightmares or something?
Bad news.
Oh, Bad News is good.
Yeah.
Bad News hits.
Mhm.
Bad
Yeah,
News
he's
is
fucking
good. I
good.
like Bad News. That has a good hook on it. And Ye does pretty good job with the verses. It's
Bro,
definitely
when you're-
more of like the lower like tier of the
No,
record.
not even. When
You don't
you're,
think so?
Well, the album is made for like when you're supposed to listen to it, you're not like listen to it when you're not feeling the greatest.
Yeah.
Bad News hits harder. Bad News
Does it really?
fucking hits.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that for sure. What's the next track? See You in My Nightmares?
See You in My Nightmares. See You in My Nightmares.
That's
is
the one
lame.
with Wayne. That one is not that good, in my opinion.
It's good.
Wayne's verse kind of sucks. Do you guys
I don't know
agree?
what Wayne- I don't know what Wayne was doing
On Barry
these
Bonds?
songs. Just in general.
Oh, I thought that song slapped.
Yeah, I don't. I
like-
don't like the one with Wayne on 808s.
I liked Wayne.
Love
on that verse, and
Wayne,
I hate
but-
Wayne. I hate Wayne. I like.
I
Wayne.
love Wayne, but I didn't like Wayne on that verse.
I did. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't like See You in My
Fine, just a
Nightmares.
below
I think
average
that's
verse, but
whatever.
it's a good song.
That's one of the only songs I don't like, to be honest. Coldest. What is it? Coldest Winter.
Oh
Coldest
shoot.
Winter.
That song is
Slapper.
absolutely incredible. I
Fire.
love that closer. Absolutely
Fire.
love that closer. It's
It's not
absolute
the
fire.
closer.
It really
It's
is
not the
absolute.
closer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because Pinocchio Story is the closer.
Yeah.
Still though, See You in My Nightmares. Oh man,
Great.
absolute flames. But the Coldest Winter, fire. I would give. What would you give 808s?
8.5.
Seven.
Yeah.
It's gotta be higher than graduation.
I'd give it an
so.
8.5.
Oh no,
Same.
it definitely is. 8.8.
Solid 7.
8.9. Maybe a
Give
9.
it a solid 7.
That's
Dimmadome,
fair.
what'd you
7
give
is
it?
fair.
It's a great album. It's one of my favorite Kanye records. I gave it a 3.
Yeah. What would you actually give it?
An 8. I
You give
love
it an 8?
Probably a 9. I listen to it a lot.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, no, I'd give it an
Dimmadome.
8.5. It's an 8.5 for me. So after this album, like he's already like an extremely, experimental artist in pretty much every way. Because everyone's just like, what the fuck? Like, didn't expect this album from this dude at all. And then everyone was just like, what the fuck is he gonna do next? Well, before that happened, if we're, backtracking in history a little bit,
Yeah,
he
get the
made a
backstory.
complete
No, get the
fucking-
backstory. Definitely
Yeah.
get the backstory.
made a complete fucking fool of himself at with Taylor Swift.
What are you
He's
talking
right,
about?
though. He was
Beyonce
right,
had one of
though.
the
He was
greatest
right,
music
though.
videos of
He
all
Beyonce
was
time.
he
Come
was
on.
He
right.
was
No,
right.
he was right. He was absolutely right. But
He's right.
but it's just kind of like not what you do. That's the thing.
No.
Can we talk
Yeah,
about how
especially
sucky Taylor
at the
Swift
time.
is with the new beef with Kanye? Bro, she brought that back
I mean,
up.
we'll talk about that when we get to Pablo,
All right.
because that was around the Pablo time.
It also started up again too. So
But in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at it this way.
The
Okay,
whole
so we see 808s the way it is today. It was not seen the way it is today when it came out, though.
no,
Right.
it
It
wasn't.
was it had very mixed receptions, very mixed, and so he came off of that, and then he did the Taylor Swift shit. So it was just like, what the fuck? Come on, chill, bro. And then after he does the Taylor Swift shit, he goes on hiatus. He just dips for months,
Yep.
and when he comes back, we find out he's been making music the whole time he was gone, and
Yeah.
he drops like 5 or 6 songs like leading up to when the album drops, and they were all hits like leading up to it, every single song. The first song
Yeah.
he dropped off of the album was Monster.
Banger.
Yeah.
Hits.
Monster.
Monster hard.
That,
Yeah.
that was
Monster's
the first song
hard
he
as
dropped on
fuck.
the,
Was that really
on the Good
you
Fridays?
did Good Fridays, right?
On Good Fridays, yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
dropped
did the
like
good.
6 tracks
Everybody,
going up to it.
everybody wanted him gone. Like in terms of like out of the public eye and everything. Everyone couldn't stand him.
And then after the album drops, he goes from like being pretty hated for the Taylor shit
He was so
and
hated.
having
Yeah.
and having
Yeah.
mixed receptions off of 808s. He
Yeah.
goes from doing that to selling about 700,000 first week. So I mean, I'm
Wait,
just saying.
really?
Yeah, he sold about 700,000 the first week with My Good Versus Fantasy.
Oh
And
my
he
God,
dropped
I
the
did not
best
know
album pretty much of all time.
Best album of all
Uh,
time. Calling it now.
Pretty much
Yeah,
is.
I agree. I agree.
agree.
It's a
Agree.
10.
Well,
I
well,
don't know
let's
if it's the
debate
best
it.
of
Let's
all time.
talk about it. Why
Something
is
you
it
can
not the
debate.
best album of all time?
Because
I-
no
That's not my
album
favorite album.
made is better than it.
But I think it is. But I would respect the argument for Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely.
Yeah, I respect that argument.
I
And
think
they
To
back
Pimp a
it up.
Butterfly could be considered better. Yes.
The albums that I
I
respect
say-
for it are like Butterfly. Illmatic is respectable for it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
What
what other
about-
ones.
Mad Villainy. That's just me though. I don't know about y'all. How do y'all feel about
Nah.
that?
Mad Villain is like an 8 to me. So
It's an 8.5 or a 9 for me.
I think it's I like the production style of it. It's a little different, but I'm just.
I don't think it's
standing.
Fantasy. No.
Oh yeah, I don't think it is.
I like it more, but it's just me.
There's definitely parts
I
on
feel
that.
like
I think is
you
like
could
yeah.
argue this for To Pimp and Butterfly, but Dark Fantasy is like an art piece.
It
So
is. It's literally an art
it's
piece.
art.
Every
So is
Kanye
what?
album is an art piece.
That's facts. But
Hey,
This album was like. This album set a new fucking standard for production.
it did.
Yeezus is
Yeah.
literally in a museum. It's in a museum.
Say Yeezus.
Wait, what are you talking about? Is
Next
it
level
really?
Production.
Yeezus is in a museum.
What do you mean
Let
it's
me look
in
it
a
up.
museum?
Hold on, let me look it up again. In the Museum of Contemporary Art in Chicago, a copy of Yeezus is on display.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
That's insane.
Yeah, Yeezus is an art piece, but we're not on Yeezus yet.
That's fucking crazy.
Out of every Kanye album, Yeezus probably his worst solo album.
Well,
Probably.
No.
There's Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exists.
Okay,
We'll get to
Ye's
Ye.
clever.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to Ye. In
Y'all
terms
sleep
of
on Jesus. On God.
No, I
oh, you
love
have no
Yeezus.
idea, dude.
hard.
I'm a Yeezus stan. Are you kidding
I
me?
love
I give Yeezus 9.5. We'll talk about it.
Oh, jeez,
But
I don't know
fucking
about that, but
Dark
never mind.
Fantasy.
You don't sleep on Jesus.
No,
Never
I do
mind.
not sleep on that thing. I love that. Fucking Dark Fantasy though.
All right,
Not a bad fucking
Dark
track.
Fantasy.
We start with Dark Fantasy. The only thing I could say is
That
maybe brings it down a little bit for me is the intro because Nikki's a little corny on that poem she's telling. It's
the
okay.
intro.
It's all right.
Like, do you just mean like Nicki talking up to the song, or you talking like in general the intro?
No, Nikki in the very beginning.
Okay, I was gonna say because the fucking
No, the track is
The-
fire.
the
It's
production
just
is
her.
amazing.
It's just what she says that I'm just like, it's a little corny. It's okay. It's just like whatever.
You get
But
vibes.
it
The
doesn't
actual
ruin,
song
doesn't
is
ruin the
fucking
song.
great.
It's fucking absolutely amazing. No, I can't.
Kanye's verse, my God.
His
I love
verse is
it.
amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, his verse is amazing. Everything about
I-
it, the way that the mood changes from like the beat and then into the chorus again. Even that weird, like the fact that the can we get much higher? The fact that happens
Oh.
more than like.
No, it sounds amazing. Fuck.
I hate
Why
how
does it
it
happen
goes
so
on.
many times?
Why does it happen at the very end after the song ends, though? I
Yeah,
hate
it
that.
ends and then it happens again. Why?
Fuck you. I'm not complaining. Do you ever
I have no problem with
wear
you.
head?
It's a
do you
very
ever wear
odd
headphones and
way to
listen
do that.
Do you ever wear headphones and listen to that shit?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, all the time, every time.
It fucking hits.
It does
Yeah.
hit. It's just really
It
strange
gets on
why
my
it happens
nerves.
again.
I hate it.
No,
I
I
skip
think
It's
it
a
works for
L.
intro.
L.
Yeah,
I
that's
skip.
all.
Yeah.
I don't think I would skip it. I find it very odd. That's all. It doesn't ruin the song. If we're talking about the next track though, which could argue that it's better, is Gorgeous because
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous
is
has
easily better. Are you
some of the
serious?
best fucking verses from Ye ever.
Yeah, no.
Ridiculous.
I love what he does with his voice to kind of
Yeah,
make
the
it.
voice effect is amazing.
The voice effect, especially on Raekwon during his verse, sounds amazing.
It really does sound amazing. I fucking love it. I love every verse on that song. I think Kanye
But he does
is
a really
honestly
good hook.
top tier lyricism on that
Yeah.
track.
Just
Top
No.
tier.
just woke back up. We're talking about Gorgeous. Okay, we're talking about the heavy shit now. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
Cuddy,
talking about the
is
heavy
that one of
shit.
the best? I think Gorgeous has one of the best Cuddy hooks I've ever heard.
Yep, I
Oh, the
agree. I
fuck-
think Cuddy's
That
hook is
Cuddy hook on
incredible on
Gorgeous.
that.
Instrumental is good. I think it's a top tier
instrumental's great.
Kanye song.
It is a top tier Kanye song. I wouldn't be mad if somebody had it in their top 5 of Kanye all time.
Oh, I wouldn't
I
either.
wouldn't be mad.
It
It's
might
top
be
I'd
in
be
mine.
like,
I
yeah.
don't know.
It's top 15 for sure.
Yeah.
I absolutely fucking love that track. And then after Gorgeous, the power is
Yeah.
so
Power is the definition of iconic.
It's so
Yeah,
I can't
iconic.
turn on a
It's
TV
it's
without hearing
played
that in a
on
commercial.
TV. It's played on commercials. It's played with pretty much everything that's like intense, like sports.
Yeah.
They use it.
If you're ever watching a sporting event, listen when there's like a little stop in the play. Listen in the background. I bet you'll hear it once during the game.
Yep.
Oh no, definitely.
How
Literally, like it's so. Oh my god, dude.
Like
that
even if
song
you don't
is-
listen to Kanye, that and like Gold Digger and Stronger, those songs where it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know
I'd
these.
say All of the Lights too gets fucking played everywhere.
All the
Definitely.
Lights is such an incredible
Good.
song.
That
As it
instrumental always
should.
gets played. I know you're talking about Power, but a lot of times, especially during like when they're cutting to commercials, the announcers will say some shit real quick. I've heard them play the All of the Lights instrumental or the hook for it so many times during that. Right before the
Really?
commercial. Yes.
The hook?
Yeah. No. Fucking Rihanna.
Oh. I thought you meant the flashlights, strobe lights. I was like, what? Why would they play that? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's fire. All the Lights has such an incredible feeling to me. It sounds so grand and huge. It sounds like the music's bigger than Kanye. It's massive. Because he brings all these people on that you don't expect to actually be good, like Fergie. I don't mind Fergie's
What?
part.
Bro, they say like a line. Fuck you. What are you doing?
What?
Chill. They say like a line. Chill out. Fergie says like she says like 3 lines. Chill. Bro,
Wait, what do you mean?
Fergie has like 3 full sentences in the song. Bro,
Yeah, I don't
chill.
mind it though. Do you
I mean,
mind
to
it?
be
Does it
fair,
ruin the
though-
song for you?
What I'm saying is my whole point is, how is she gonna fuck it up in like 2 sentences?
Oh, because it's Fergie. She's not good.
What do you mean? Have you heard Boom Boom Pow? She's fucking terrible with her first line. What if she
Please.
came in? I got that Boom
No.
Boom Pow.
Slap.
I don't know, but look at like all the people he brings on the album that like are kind of mid. Like, they like perform so fucking well on that record. It's like absolutely ridiculous. We'll get to it, but like it's absolutely insane how what
You know what's always bothered me?
recruits for it. What?
They don't credit fucking Cuddy as a feature whatsoever on it. And if you look
Nope.
at like the actual like music video, Rihanna is. I believe
Oh.
so anyway.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I don't know
fine.
why they don't credit him.
Yeah. Oh no, there's Cuddy. Fuck. I'm just a bum. My
Are we
bad.
talking
you're
about
stupid.
Gorgeous or a different song? Because I see him a Gorgeous.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What about Gorgeous?
No, my bad.
You're
I thought it was-
confused. Oh, he means all of the lights. I get what he's saying. Because Cuddy's on all of the lights. I forget that every time.
Yeah.
Yep, he's on that.
I forgot. I didn't
Yeah, I
even know
think
he was
all
on
of
it.
the lights is incredible. And then you go to Monster.
Wait.
We talk.
Don't
Monster.
even wait. Go back. Can we talk about the interlude?
The interlude's great.
It's a good
Interlude's
interlude.
It's a really good
interlude's
interlude, honestly. It's one of those interludes
interlude
that like
sounds
actually
amazing.
makes sense and it goes
Bro,
into
the
the song.
interlude's in my playlist.
Yeah, it's a great interlude.
That's how good the interlude.
Love it. I love the strings in it. I think it sets the tone perfectly for all of the lights. So good. And then you got Monster. Everyone
Rick Ross has the best
Monster.
verse.
Legend.
Yep, Rick Ross has the best 4-bar verse. Yep, very true.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
then-
the best 4-bar verse ever.
Himself fat in it.
Fucking,
He calls himself fat in it, so
he does say that he's
Rick
a fat
Ross has
motherfucker.
Biggie Smalls.
Yep. The Nicki verse is really good, but in my opinion, it's not the best on the track. You can give me L's all you want. I don't care.
who are you gonna
I
say?
agree.
I think Ye's verse is better.
As long as you didn't, I thought you were gonna say like, oh yeah, Hove had the best verse.
No, Hove did not have the best verse.
No.
Hove was
Jay,
the worst on that song.
Kanye has the best verse on that track.
Kanye does have the best, I agree.
He's
Wait,
the
how
best.
did
Nicki had the
let's
best
talk about
verse.
this though. How did Hove have the worst verse on 2 songs on this album?
Whoa, what do you? Whoa, what?
Unless you
think he
want to
had
say
the
RZA.
worst verse on So
Unless you want to say
Appalled?
RZA.
Are you crazy?
Him or RZA.
You're gonna tell me Jay-Z's verse on So Appalled is top tier?
It's
You're
not.
joking. You're joking.
I don't know if it is.
You're
Ye's
joking.
verse is better. Ye's verse is
Oh,
better.
I
Sci-Hi's
don't
is
think it
better, and
is.
Push's
I
is
don't think
better.
Ye's verse is better.
Okay, Sci-Hi's and Pushes are better though, right?
I
You
don't
agree
think
on that?
Sci-Hi's
Easily.
is.
Sci-Hi's is
Oh, you're
clearly
on
better.
drugs. Are you serious?
You're being a bum.
Stop
Bruh,
kidding.
bruh. You're gonna tell me Jay-Z's verse is better than
It's not.
I can't even deal with that.
Sci-Hi's was better.
It
It's
was.
not better. It's not better.
You're a
It
fucking
is.
delusionist.
It's not better.
You're fucking hot.
Whoa.
It's not better
No.
than
Go to
fucking
bed,
Jay-Z.
Hendrix.
Sci-Hi
You're
was-
I
tired.
don't know what to tell you. I don't know what
Go
to
to
tell
bed.
you.
You're tired.
His fucking what is it? His fucking
All y'all can suck my balls through my drawers. That's
yeah, but
your
his
guy?
die and be a hero or whatever. See yourself
Yeah,
become a
that-
villain.
that
Get out
line's
of here.
hard.
That's fire. That's
Go to
fire.
bed.
Either live
Tired.
Reddrop, I'm gonna kill you, kid.
either die to be a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. That's fucking hard. Would you
That's
rather
hard as
be the
fuck.
fucking would you rather be the fucking most hated? No. Would you rather be underpaid or overrated?
Fire.
From the most
The
most
MC Hammer
loved-
diss is amazing.
Okay, yeah.
That
but,
Hammer line is fucking
was good.
fire.
Hove was good. Much
Yeah,
better
and
than
how
he
is
was on Hove.
Sci-Hi's better?
Because Sci-Hi was fuck.
Okay, what's a line from Sci-Hi's that can beat
Oh, I can't-
Jay's?
He doesn't have
Exactly, you
quotables.
can't even think of it because it's not.
What?
That's my
Quotables
proof.
don't make the Drake has quotables.
What did he say?
I can't tell his mic's cutting out bad.
Yeah, what did Darrien just say? I think I just
Quotables-
bodied him.
No,
Shut up. You're
quotables.
fucking a delusionist. You bodied no one.
Quotables
Jolly
do not
probably
make a
agree.
verse. Drake has quotables. We don't fucking.
Yeah, so what?
That doesn't
Bruh,
talk about
Bruh,
the
how?
quality of the verse.
Bro, your logic is flawed. Why would like if you,
Because I
Or
can't
how it-
quote a line. Fuck you.
yeah? How is the verse good if you don't even remember?
Fake fan.
What? What?
Bro, you're telling me like verse is good.
Bro,
Like, are
you don't
stupid?
know every single line the guy said. I know every
Yeah.
single MF Doom
You have to
line.
know every single line.
Yeah,
I know every single MF Doom line. How can you not know
exactly.
his line?
That's how a verse is good. Otherwise, it's not
Fake
good.
fan.
Bro,
Oh, you're
So
right.
no.
Fritos, Cheetos. All you gotta remember.
Anyway, let's move on from the really bad
That's why.
Sci-Hi
That's
verse.
why. That's why Ski Mask is a god. Ku Klux
Let's
Klan,
move on from
you
why
know.
Sci-Hi is bad.
He's not bad.
got-
He's fucking
we got-
underrated. I'm gonna say it every
Better than
podcast.
Jay-Z on it. You fuck.
No, he's not.
He
But
is.
anyway,
He's better
but
than
anyway,
Hove.
Pusha T's had
He
the best
fucking
verse.
is. You're
Pusha T's the best
delusionist.
verse on it.
Yeah,
Pusha
Push
T's
had the best verse.
Push
had
has the best verse.
No one should
He has
take
the best
that.
verse. Push's verse is so goddamn like menacing and venomous. It's gross. It's fucking fire. The beat on So Appalled is absolutely insane. And after this song, we got one of the best songs ever, which is Devil in a New Dress. One of the best
Yeah.
songs
Kanye.
Kanye's ever made.
Yeah.
Legendary.
No, that might be my favorite song ever. It's amazing.
What about Runaway?
It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's up there with Runaway. It's right there.
The fucking sample, the Smokey Robinson sample, is just perfect. Everything about it's
Amazing.
perfect. It's amazing. Kanye is so goddamn emotional on it, and it's so real. That song.
Oh,
is
the riff before the Ross verse.
Oh god,
Oh.
the fucking riff, the solo for the Ross verse.
Yeah, that's
Like no one was
cool.
doing that shit production wise. No, he
And then
blended
Ross
so many
came in
genres
and-
together.
Ross came in and bodied that shit.
Ross has one of the best verses on the album. It's ridiculous. It's
I
absolutely
think he has the
ridiculous.
best.
verses.
I would say it's probably the best guest verse, but I have to think about it.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best guest verses on it. I don't even know how we got him to do that.
No, I don't know. Did you hear? He said he fucking made that shit in a day. He didn't even have to like take time to record that.
Are you
verse.
kidding me?
Yes, he wasn't even in the studio with them. They recorded it.
That's insane. That verse is really good. That verse, like the entire way, I'm just feeling every. I'm like, yep, fire, fire. Like, there's not a single part where I'm just like, nah, that's bad.
Yeah.
It's fire. It's such a great fucking ender. It's such a good song. And then after Devil in a New Dress, which you are already at peak performance of everybody, you get Runaway, which is
Oh my
just
god.
fucking perfect. Runaway is such an incredible fucking song. It's
Yeah.
such an
I'm
abstract
gonna
hip
listen to Runaway
song.
when we're done. Actually, I'm gonna listen to it when we're done. Actually,
It's such a great song.
Yeah.
The
And
last
the
3 minutes
chorus,
of that
chorus is
better than
wonderful.
anyone's discography.
I haven't listened to Runaway in a few days. I'm gonna actually have to throw it on when we're done here.
I fucking love his voice changer. He at the end where he just sings into it. And it's not even saying words. It's just feeling. He's just expelling
No, it is
feeling
saying words.
on
It's
the
just
track.
distorted.
It's not word. It's just
It.
feeling.
He's saying
That's all it
it's
is.
just extremely, extremely distorted.
I can never hear any of it.
No,
It's
that's
extreme. You can hear it.
I just said it's distorted. You fuck.
Are you sure he's saying words though? I feel like he's just.
You can catch like
he's singing.
2 words throughout it. There's like a couple words
Really?
you can catch in it.
If you like
If you listen to
decipher
the whole-
it, you can probably hear
If
it.
you listen to the whole thing, you can catch a couple words.
Oh, well, I absolutely adore the ending. I think it's
But
so
it's
good.
fucking great. The ending sounds
Yeah,
great.
the ending's incredible. And after you get this whole entire like magnum opus of an album, you go to Hell of a Life, right?
Hell of a
Hell
life.
of Life's hard.
Hell of a Life is
amazing.
hard. It's one of my least favorites on the album, but I still enjoy it.
I know a lot of people say that. I really like it, especially the intro on Hell.
Oh, the Iron Man sample.
Yeah, that fucking hook's hard.
The hook is hard. The hook is hard. It definitely has a really like menacing kind of feel to it. I like it. I like the track. I feel like it could have benefited from a feature personally, but I do like it.
Yeah.
Definitely, actually, I do agree.
I agree with that.
I do like it though. After that song, we have Blame Game.
Blame
Good
Game's
song.
Has some of the most
John
incredible like
Legend.
things in
Oh
it.
my, John fucking Legend on that song. Holy shit.
John Legend in that song's great. I love his fucking like back and forth between his other voices going on. Like where he has like the lower voice talking and then he has the it's so like interesting the way he plays with like almost like 2 different thoughts like combating each other. He does it so well. And over that beautiful Aphex Twin sample, that piano sample is so good. And he's spilling it all out for you. It's so incredible how how he talks about the shit with Chris Rock, and then you have the Chris Rock outro, which is amazing. It's so funny. It's hilarious. It's a
the
great
outro's,
like,
the outro's cool, but like if you're not like beside your fucking shit to skip it, it's kind of just like it's kind of a nuisance.
I agree with that.
Unless you're
I
listening to
definitely
the
agree
album,
with that.
then it's just like if I'm listening to the album, I just let it play.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that. Definitely. I think the outro is really it can be annoying, but it can also add to the experience as a whole. I think that's fair. And then you got one of my favorite songs of all time, which is "Lost in the World." Pretty much, "Lost in the World" is one of my favorite songs. I'm not even joking. I feel like as an album, one of the best.
Last
there
Numble's
is.
okay, but I don't see the hype on it, to be honest. It's just
Yeah.
okay.
Are you
Nah,
serious?
I don't see the hype on it either. It's a good song, but
Are you
Like,
serious?
Some people had a top 5 on the album.
Oh
That's
no,
overrated.
no way.
Yeah, that's
This is a
easily top 5 for me. You're
No
crazy.
way.
No, fuck.
You're tripping so
What
hard.
about its
But it's
top
because
5?
you guys
What
don't like anything besides rap.
What are you
No,
talking about? It fucking
What?
like.
My
What?
second
Okay.
Bro,
favorite
it's
artist of
literally
all
Bonnie
We're not
Vare.
on your
It's literally
big
a Bonnie
brain
Vare
Yes,
level
song.
I
because we don't
fucking
like
like him.
I
What are you
Bye
talking
Bye.
about?
It's a Bonnie Vare song. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
you're just standing him hard.
Hendrix.
That's why
My
you
second
guys don't.
favorite, Hendrix.
You're
My
retarded.
second
You can
favorite
say
artist of all
both.
time is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You can't count Michael
He is a
Jackson.
top
That
seven
guy.
What?
Hendrix.
Wait. Then why don't you like Lost?
Because it's
I
not
don't
as
know.
good. It's the other songs. That's why.
Who said I didn't like it? Wait, you cut out a bit. Did you say I didn't like it at all?
No, but why is it so low on your rating?
Oh, it's just there's nothing like that's super special about it to me. Like the rest of the album is special.
Dude, that
Everything
song
about
is so
the album.
special.
What?
You don't think that's a special song? All right, we'll agree to
No.
disagree. I don't agree at all, like in any way.
Okay, Anthony
I think that
Fantano.
song is extremely special, but we'll move on. The album ends incredibly with that whole "Who'll Survive in America," basically asking, the listener, and it's just a really interesting way to end. It's the whole thing is an art piece. It's a very artistic thing, and the album in general, like there are some moments in it, like looking back on it, that I'm like, that's kind of corny, but it doesn't take away from the album for me. It still is the experience. It still is the art piece. It's still everything I've always known it to be, and for that reason, it's a 10. It's a 10. That and
I agree with
Graduation
you.
for me are
I
10s.
agree.
Those are 2 10s in his discography right now.
I
Yeah.
agree that My Beautiful Dark Fantasy is 10. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
No, I definitely agree that.
I think it's a 10. I
I
think
don't know about
Fantasy is a 10.
Graduation.
I think Grad's a 10 too, but
Yeah.
what's after Dark Fantasy?
Are we gonna talk about Watch
Now
the
we-
Throne?
Wait, are we gonna count? We can count to Watch the Throne, but I don't know.
Let's count Watch the Throne and Cruel Summer. So we can talk about.
Okay, let's get to Watch the Throne. We can get to
Watch the Throne.
We can do
It's
that.
Oh, it's
great.
gonna be a 2-hour episode, isn't it? It's gonna have to be.
All right.
Oh, we've been here for a
We
while.
could do a,
fucking
How long
we could do
have
a
we
part
been-
2.
How long have we been going?
We could do part 2.
A while.
A while.
Yeah, why don't we just do a part 2?
Let's just do that.
Jesus